This is my Sunday update for July 26, 2026. This is an update for several different areas of my life that I've been working on. Learning computer programming, learning to create visual art, starting with drawing, learning to play music and eventually write music via beginning with playing the cuatro puertorriqueño, learning Spanish, game development, and improving my physical health by running. In programming, I am still learning C# using the C# Player's Guide book. I am on, I believe it's level 16, which is tuples. I finished enums recently. I also wrote a program, a C# program for tic-tac-toe using the console. It's just text-based, only text-based input. It converts numerical inputs into positions on the grid for an X player and an O player, and then checks for win conditions, which is a 3 in a row, and then displays a win message and restarts the program for whoever displays a win message for whoever won, and then just restarts the program from the beginning. That was not a project in the book, that was just something I did on my own, and I was surprised at how many different ways a tic-tac-toe program could be written. Just sitting down and thinking about how to write it, how to check for win conditions, was an interesting exercise, and it took more work than I thought. In music, I am getting better at moving my fingers along the fretboard of the cuatro. I have been practicing playing scales and some rudimentary songs that only use the G, D, and A strings. So I'm working my way up, or I guess down the strings to the lower courses. Working on getting my fingers toughened up and my calluses, my hand strength. Also working on my right-handed, learning my way across the different strings. And I'm also learning musical notation. And I've been practicing with a metronome so I can work on my rhythm as I go through the scales and play these songs at a slow pace. In my art, I haven't been drawing much. It's something I've been meaning to get back into. I bought some tracing paper thinking maybe if I trace some other people's art, it might give me a feel for how shapes, lines fit together at different perspectives. And I also got some graph paper thinking I could, overlay my tracings on the graph paper or vice versa, and convert some of those tracings into a bitmap sort of art, and get an idea of how different kinds of like illustrations or even real life outlines could fit into like a raster grid. But I haven't started that yet. It was just an idea I had that I haven't implemented. In my learning Spanish, I started reading from the Bible and making videos of me just reading a chapter at a time from the Bible in Spanish. I'm thinking about doing that English and Spanish back to back. I think that would help with my learning. In my physical health, I've been using these Xero sandals, Xero, the company, the shoemaker. They make zero drop shoes and minimalist shoes, and these ones especially are very thin soled sandals with a thong that goes through the, it's a toe thong that also goes around the ankle, very low profile. It's like running barefoot. I'm able to do 5 miles in those and then take a break. It's very hard on my feet, but I'm getting better at it. My endurance is getting better. I feel like the rest of my body and my mind can go further. It's just getting my feet toughened up with these things in the barefoot running style is the trick. I get blisters every time I go, but they're not that bad. It just takes like 3 days to recover, and then I'm good to run again. So yeah, I'm at 5 miles, and it takes me about an hour. In overall game development, creeping toward my goal. Making this video was tough. I just finished a family vacation. It's been kind of emotional toward the end. Saying goodbye to my kids and my family and wrapping things up, getting ready to go back to work. I gotta get up super early in the morning for this, but it needed to be done. I need to keep pushing toward my goals, and this is part of it, making these vlog updates so I can look back and see where I was. I want to make them more detailed, but for now, just pushing something out is the most important part. I've been listening to some Tony Robbins lately and listening to these motivational videos by Gravemind, and thinking I need to focus on pushing myself to the point of suffering a little bit more and seeing myself as the thing that I want to be, that I desire to be, and getting more into that mindset of being that thing instead of trying to feel good about going toward that thing, just like adopting the identity that I am that. What else? I think that's it for now. That's my Sunday update.